Hello. Today is March 11th, 2024, episode 5. It's a shame to lose one's memory. These are the Pirate Chronicles, and I'm Jack O'Malley. I want to talk a little bit today about Robert Hur and Joe Biden and what really is a cognitive test. I printed this out, like Rush would say, in my formerly nicotine-stained hands. The long-standing concern about President Joe Biden's age and memory intensified on Thursday after the release of a special counsel's report investigating his possession of classified documents. The report described the 81-year-old Democrat's memory as hazy, fuzzy, faulty, poor, and having significant limitations. It noted that Biden could not recall defining milestones in his own life, such as when his son Beau died or when he served as vice president. My memory is fine, Biden responded Thursday night from the White House, where he grew visibly angry as he denied forgetting when his son died. Beau Biden died of brain cancer in 2015 at the age of 46. He did not die in Iraq. He did not die in Afghanistan, as Joe keeps reporting. Now, he's not going to face any charges for mishandling classified documentation, but I really don't understand if his special counsel can find the President of the United States too old, too feeble to be prosecuted for actual crimes he committed. How can he really serve as President of the United States? Especially now as he's leading us into World War III, opening the border and doing all these other things. So let's look at real quickly what is a cognitive test. I had a 63 or 64-year-old birthday. I forget where my glasses are. I forget important dates. I sometimes forget why I go downstairs. So I wanted to be checked and be responsible and see if I had any signs of dementia. My son Troy, a couple years ago, let me know he did one of those DNA tests, and he told me that he was at risk of early onset Alzheimer's because the test said so. But what you really need to do is get a real cognitive test. So what is a cognitive test? A cognitive test checks for problems with your mental function, how your brain processes thoughts. The test involves answering simple questions and performing simple tests. There is also a cognitive screening test or cognitive assessment. So what is cognition? Cognition is your brain's ability to process all the information it takes in from your senses. Your brain is your body's thought processing center. Cognition involves intellectual activities, including thinking, learning, understanding and using language, remembering, paying attention, reasoning, making decisions, and then apply your judgment. What do cognitive screening tests show? Cognitive screening tests are simple, quick, basic tests. They help reveal if there's a problem in some aspect of your cognition. I was able to complete my test in less than an hour with the neurologist leading it. It was very simple and straightforward. So what do the tests show? The cognitive screening tests don't reveal any information about why there might be cognitive impairment, the location of the brain of the cognitive impairment, and the condition that might be causing it or the severity. Good tests, bad tests don't mean anything, but it can show as indicators if you are heading into dementia. And I just want to go over a little bit what kind of questions and tasks are asked in cognitive tests, and I cannot see why Joe Biden is afraid of this, and the Democrats are getting all wee-weed up that Joe, the President of the United States, who holds over 300 million people's lives in his hands, is not up to the task. So one of the things, you'll sit with the doctor, and they'll first ask you your knowledge of your time, place, and person, the current date, where you are, your name. Attention and short-term learning. They'll give you a list of about 5 or 6 words in order, and you need to remember them. And so you repeat the 6 words. And then you said, they say, I'll be coming back to that. So you need to remember it. And you will be asked a couple times during the conversation about those words and see if you can recall it. Concentration, you'll be asked to spell 5-letter words forward and then backward. That's not that hard. Short-term recall, you'll be asked to recall objects you were shown or sounds you heard a couple of minutes ago. Short-term memory, you'll be asked to describe an event that happened in the past day or two. Long-term memory, you'll be asked to describe an event from the distant past. And then abstract thinking, you'll be able to ask the name, the relation between several objects like cats and dogs, their pets. Your ability to use language, you'll be asked to name objects, read, write, and repeat phrases. Language comprehension, ability to understand the relationship between objects and people. You'll be asked to show how you brush your teeth is a sample. Basic mathematical functions. They'll have you draw a circle, try to duplicate the size of the circle that is shown on a piece of paper. It's going to see if you're able to come close and see if you have any, impairment from that. So it's really not that hard. You don't have to prepare for it or anything else. I was lucky that I passed. My doctor said that my score was very high and I was at extremely low risk of having dementia, which is good considering I went in thinking that I was potentially losing my mind. But actually, I'm just getting old. So as we get older, we adapt. But you can adapt then by compensating for your memory lapses. I told the doctor that I'm anal about several things. I will go down and every night to close up the house, I go check all the doors in order. I go check, make sure the lights are out. I let the dog out and let him back in. Make sure she has water. I do these things to compensate, and there's no reason why Joe Biden, if he was intelligent enough to do it, can do the same. The problem is that he is in extreme mental decline. And I'm trying to figure out how Robert Hur can determine that he is in mental decline. He did commit crimes, but a jury won't convict him. Since when is that Robert Hur's decision? The same decision that was made with Hillary Clinton. She committed all these crimes. Yet Comey said she's unlikely to be convicted. So they didn't even prosecute. We need to demand that Joe takes a cognitive test ASAP, or use the 25th Amendment and get him out of office. These have been the Pirate Chronicles. Please share, like if you like, and follow. I'm trying to grow my Rumble channel so I can do this full time. I'm on Social Security, so just trying to get a side gig going. So I'd like to share all my years of conspiracy theories, knowledge with you. So hopefully it can enrich your lives. Thank you.